Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. I'm Joe Vanourney. Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 debuts on Disney Plus starting on December 10th, with subsequent new episodes dropping weekly. And today we are joined by Aryan Simhadri, Dior Goodjohn, and Charlie Bushnell, who play Grover, Clarisse, and Luke on Percy Jackson and Olympians. Guys, welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. Luke, we'll start with you. You were playing a much different version of Luke in season one up until the finale. How did you approach playing the character in season two now that we know that Luke has this conflict with Percy?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, it was to be honest, season two, I had to really kind of protect my my energy when I was on set for season two because I feel like season one, like the me and Luke's vibe was like
Very
very similar,
similar.
very similar. Like me and Walker would kind of just be goofing off up until they said action, and it was fine, and we could just get right into it. But season two, like I feel like his energy is just so much more intense than mine normally is. And so I usually I would put my AirPods in and walk around and listen to music and just
Specifically Playboy Cardi and Swan Lake.
yes,
Hmm.
as well as other classical other things. But yeah, I just like I don't know. I needed a minute before we started rolling to get into it. But yeah, I mean, and obviously like just referencing the book, I think was a big thing for me as well. Just going back and reading Sea of Monsters like two or three times before we started filming, and because even the Sea of Monsters book Luke is so much different than
Then
Yeah.
you know
Totally.
the
show.
Lightning Thief. So, but yeah, sorry, I don't know if I'm this answer is all over the
No,
place,
that's a very good and well thought out answer.
but yeah, no, it was just so exciting. It was so exciting and definitely a challenge because I've never really played a character yet with that intensity, but it was a lot of fun.
Dior, talk about the challenge of bringing Clarissa's tough exterior and hidden vulnerabilities to the screen in season two of Percy Jackson.
I think the biggest challenge in that was having to be very honest with myself and where I was at in my life and realizing that I am going through the same experience that Clarice is going through in the story and not being afraid to put that on display and put that on camera. I feel like a really fun part and big part for me about being an actor is the fact that you get to shed yourself completely and escape into a completely different world and be an entirely different person. But when it came to Clarice's story this year, it was hitting very close to home in a lot of aspects. And don't get me wrong, I had an amazing life. I have an amazing life. I had an amazing childhood. But there definitely were some aspects of it, and also too in my current, well, like past tense current life that was happening while we were filming the show that was very eerily similar. And it was a very therapeutic process having to deal with what was at hand for myself and kind of alchemize that and channel it into Clarice. So not necessarily any. I mean, of course, there were big acting asks. Like, I've never been that vulnerable emotionally on screen before, and I've also, yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I've never been that vulnerable emotionally on screen before, so there were big asks for acting, but really it was more of a uh, self-sacrifice thing that was
Yeah.
going on. And Andrew and you actually too really like helped me get through that. And it was a very, very beautiful experience. It's a core memory. It'll be in my life forever. Like this year and this season changed my life like before it's even come out.
I did not help at all. If anything, I
Actually,
made it
he was just
worse.
saying 6'7" at me every time. He was like, "Bro, why are you? Don't do that. When you getting emotional, don't do that.
That
You gotta
wasn't
be
even that
honest
wasn't even
about
around
it."
until
It wasn't even
until
I
I
just
created it
until you created it and put me on it.
at Dior's birthday party.
Yes,
It's on
he
film.
invented 6'7". It's literally on film.
We
We
have
can
it.
roll the
We
clip
have
somewhere.
proof. We
We
have
have
proof.
proof.
Arian, you've said that Grover's arc in Percy Jackson and the Olympians is similar to Penelope's arc in the Odyssey. In what ways do their stories connect, and do you think that Percy and Annabeth are Grover's Odysseus?
That is an incredible observation. They absolutely are his Odysseus. I think one of the things I was really excited about to get to do this season is Penelope's story is something that I feel like not a lot of people talk about, not enough at least,
Yep.
and it's an incredible example of however many years ago the Odyssey was written. It's this incredible example of this woman who is not really beholden to do anything that anybody wants her to do. And instead, she is holding her own on this land that is her own. And she's literally just like making all these guys go through all these like dumb tests just so she can like go back to her room and like tear up her wedding dress. And I think that informed a lot of my performance. I hope it did. It's funny because I don't even think Grover is as strong as Penelope is from my very surface level knowledge of the Odyssey. Um, I do absolutely think I was waiting for my Odysseus in Percy and Annabeth. But yeah, I think in the book, in the original Odyssey, Penelope is holding her own just fine.
Well, we are sadly out of time. You can catch Aryan and Dior and Charlie and Percy Jackson and the Olympians dropping on Disney Plus December 10th with new episodes dropping weekly. Aryan, Dior, and Charlie, thank you so much for chatting with us today on Cherry the Geek TV.